Hi guys, I'm Josh.
I'm Maria.
We are FanFriction. If you don't know, our next episode coming up is going to be about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Woo! Yes, Jonathan! Oh yeah.
Okay, so in order to get ready for this, we have decided to do some Pirates of the Caribbean trivia to brush up on our Pirates of the Caribbean knowledge, or just show off how much we know.
Which is nothing.
It's totally a lot.
I haven't seen it in so long.
It's a lot.
So, are you quizzing me then?
I'm going to quiz you first.
Oh no.
Question number 1. Dead Men Tell No Tales opened with a child climbing on board Will Turner's ship, the Flying Dutchman. Who were they? This is the final movie, like the 5th movie. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Did I even see that? I don't think I saw that. I'm gonna take a guess. What was it? The Flying Dutchman?
Yes.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Nope. I don't know. Was it his son?
Yes, it was.
Oh my god, I didn't even see this movie and I got it!
It's pretty obvious.
I don't know. Why wouldn't
kid?
you keep your kid on the boat itself? Why wouldn't you take him with you? Like, hey, we're going to... Why not?
Because he travels between the land of the living and the dead. Like, he can't have live people on his ship. He's the ferryman to the underworld. Alright, 1 point to Maria and -3 points for whatever that was. Question 2. What actress plays Elizabeth Swann?
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley it is.
Ow. She's got such a strong jawline.
That was big. When I was I don't know how tall I was, but she was big.
It's this tall.
Yeah.
She was big.
Now we're being followed by blank. Never heard of that before. What is the missing word?
Was it monkeys? Tribesmen? I don't know. Skeleton. No, we've seen that. I give up. I don't know.
Rocks. Remember the little crabs? They look like rocks.
Oh yeah.
Number 4. Which object did the child believe could free Will Turner from the curse he and his crew were under? This is another one from Dead Men Tell No Tales.
A heart. A treasure.
You're a person that just throws things out. You gotta give me a final answer here.
Oh no, just tell me if I'm right.
Don't just tell me a final answer.
Alright, it's a heart.
Wrong.
So, okay.
The Trident of Poseidon. More reasons why I didn't watch this movie.
What? I bet he was mad.
You don't
Like,
fuck
that's
with Poseidon.
my giant fork.
How's he gonna eat his big old spaghetti?
They all like seaweed noodles and like, Aquaman's just up there like, making his dinner.
Anyway, moving on.
Anything's possible. Poseidon's
Question 5. In The Curse of the Black Pearl, why does Elizabeth fall off the cliff?
Yeah, she couldn't breathe. She was wearing a corset and it was too small.
I will give you that. It's the answer is she faints, but you got the general idea there.
Yeah, because she's wearing a corset. Fashion! It hurts. It's great.
Number 6. You know, for having such a bleak outlook on pirates, you are well on your way to being one. Jack says this to Will. What is not something Jack mentions that Will has done which makes him well on his way to becoming a pirate?
Alright, I know that he mentions that he has an obsession with treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I think he mentions that he stole a boat. Oh, what does he not mention?
What does he not mention?
That could be anything.
This is more, they're kind of more looking for the things that Jack said he was going to do to the royal guards during Norrington's ceremony. When he goes on the interceptor.
Is it kill people? Is it pillage some villages? Like,
Give me a final answer.
kill people.
Incorrect, but you did have it at one point. The answer is raided, plundered, pillaged, and otherwise
Pillaging villages! Dang
But you didn't go with it.
I
You
didn't.
go with it. When Elizabeth has to walk the plank in The Curse of the Black Pearl, Barbossa asks for the dress back before she jumps.
Mhm.
What does Elizabeth do?
She strips down naked and throws the dress at him.
Correct.
Yes.
And then, like the creepy fucking bastard Hector Barbossa is, he smells it. He's like, still warm.
Men smelling anything is gross.
What is Jack's last line in Dead Man's Chest?
Drink up me hearties, yo-ho. That's my final answer. I don't know. I know that's the last line of one of the movies, but I think it's the first one.
Incorrect.
Dang
But I
it.
do believe that is the end line to the first movie.
Yes.
This is the scene where he's shackled to the ship and has to fight the Kraken.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, "Hello, beastie." Why was Karina Smith in a prison at the beginning of the film Dead Men Tell No Tales?
She tried to kill the captain.
Incorrect.
Okay.
She had been imprisoned for witchcraft.
Oh.
Well, you think about the times, like...
Don't put witches in jail. Burn them at the stake.
Fair. Or press them. Or drown them.
Actually, witches are great. Don't do any of those things. Get them on your side. They'll do good things for you.
If your god's not working for you, try the myriad of other ones.
Yeah, there's so many.
Number 10. In the beginning of Dead Man's Chest, we see Elizabeth crying in the rain. Then she sees Will being arrested and runs over. What does she first say? What's the first word she says? If you think about how terrible Elizabeth's dialogue is in this movie, you can get it.
Will!
Yes!
I did it! What am I? Am I at 4 now?
You are at 4 for 10.
4 for 10. Not a passing grade yet.
Number 11. You seem somewhat familiar. Have I blanked you before? Jack Sparrow says this to Will Turner at their first meeting. What is the missing word?
Threatened.
Correct.
Yes! 5
For 11.
for 11.
Alright, number 12. What was Jack Sparrow doing at the beginning of the film in Dead Men Tell No Tales?
The one I don't know.
Yes. What would Jack Sparrow be doing at the beginning of a movie?
Drinking rum.
Final answer?
Yes.
Wrong.
Damn it.
I mean, he might have been, but he was robbing a bank.
Okay, well, I mean, he was probably drinking rum while he was robbing the bank.
I mean, he was probably still drunk on rum from like 3 weeks ago. And number 13. At Tortuga in Dead Man's Chest, what does Elizabeth say to James Norrington after he is thrown into the pig pen?
Is it something about him being a pig or a swine?
No.
See, that would have been appropriate.
James Norrington, what has the world done to you?
Oh, gross.
Alright, number 14. My tremendous intuitive sense of the female creature informs me that you are troubled. Jack Sparrow says this to Elizabeth. In which movie does he say it?
I'm gonna say it's Dead Man's Chest.
It is Dead Man's Chest.
Yes! 6 for what, 12?
6 for 14.
Yep.
15. Jack Sparrow was sentenced to be executed. Which new invention was his method of choice?
They probably didn't have electric chairs at that point. No electricity, no electric chair. I'm
5 seconds.
gonna say the guillotine.
Correct. Indeed.
I should make a Pirates of the Caribbean movie because I'm just guessing.
And you're still not even at 50% right, so follow your dreams. Number 16, Elizabeth traps Jack on the Black Pearl so the Kraken will eat him and stop following them. How does she do this?
I know he's stuck on a chain. Does she stick a sword in the chain and like he's stuck, he can't get out? That's what I got. I don't remember.
You're working way too hard for this one. She handcuffed him.
But still, the chain, like I got that one.
A sword and a handcuff are very different things.
But then he's still stuck on a chain and
How is the sword even going to hold him to the chain?
well, you stick it in deep enough.
How's the sword going to hold him?
Oh, well,
To
it's
the
a
chain.
clasp. There's a clasp on the chain.
A handcuff?
Yes!
You're wrong, but
What do I
give it
have?
to you.
8? I think I have 8.
No, you're up to 7. Alright, final question.
Okay.
Why should I sail with any of you? Blank of you have tried to kill me in the past. One of you succeeded. According to Jack, how many people he was talking to have tried to kill him in the past?
2.
Wrong.
Dang it!
He was referring to Sao Fang,
Okay.
Hector Barbosa,
Elizabeth. right?
Elizabeth,
Yeah.
and Will. God, I couldn't remember Will's name.
Will.
Alright, well, I think it's my turn.
So I got 7.
You got 7 of 17.
Oh, yeah. So let's see how Josh does.
Thinking cap on.
Jack, Henry, and Karina washed up on a beach after abandoning their rowboat. Why couldn't Salazar follow them? This is from Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Oh man.
The one I don't know.
Well, it's not because he can't get on dry land because that's Davy Jones. Is he like confined to like ships?
No, you were actually right the first time.
Are you
It's because
fucking
he can't
serious?
step on land. Salazar and his crew couldn't step out of the water onto dry land. One sailor who did vanished into thin air.
Or maybe you could come up with new weaknesses for villains. Disney.
Kryptonite!
Disney.
At Tia Dalma's house,
Yes.
after Jack has been eaten by the Kraken, everyone gives a toast to Jack. What does Elizabeth say?
He was a good man.
Yes, correct.
Yes. And she's all like sad in her cups about it because she's like, I just killed this dude. But
Yep.
he was a good man.
Yeah, awkward. Quote, "Did no one come to save me just because they blank me? What is the missing word here?"
Missed me.
Yep, from Jack Sparrow.
While he's in Davy Jones' locker after everyone had shown up there to get him, and like, this person wants this from him, this person wants this, Hector's here for the ship. Like, yep.
Who was revealed to be Karina Smith's father in Dead Men Tell No Tales?
Jack
No.
Gibbs.
No.
Jack Gibbs.
No.
Gibbs Sparrow.
Captain Barbosa.
Oh, Barbosa. Name's Karina. That's my daughter.
Karina, I am your father.
Not how the quote goes.
I know. In Dead Man's Chest, Jack tells Elizabeth they are very much alike. Elizabeth agrees except for 4 things: honor, decency, a moral center, and blank.
Hygiene.
Yes, personal hygiene.
Yes.
He's not very hygienic, though still miraculously pretty.
It's that grungy look.
It's grungy.
He looks good dirty.
Yeah, great grime. Quote, "I think we've all arrived at a very special place. Blank, blank, blank." Jack says this to Governor Swan towards the end of Curse of the Black Pearl. He mentions 3 ways in which he believes they have advanced, which is not one of these. In other words, which of the following words does not fit in the quote above?
Okay.
Spiritually, ecumenically, grammatically, economically.
Economically.
True! I knew this one too.
Mhm.
That's very true.
Spiritually, ecumenically,
Grammatically.
grammatically.
Just the face. I forget who it was who made that face, but I think it might have been Will Turner, where he's just like, grammatically? Who was Will Turner reunited with at the end of the film Dead Men Tell No Tales?
Elizabeth.
True! Elizabeth.
Never seen it, but makes sense because he can only come ashore once every 10 years. How
When?
many do I have now?
You have
I have
5.
5.
I've been keeping track on this
5.
hand over here. When we first see her in At World's End, what is Elizabeth doing and where is she?
Elizabeth is in a boat in Singapore singing. And
Yes.
paddling her way through the canals.
Quote, "I do that quite a lot, yet people are always surprised. What, according to Jack, does he do quite a lot?"
Makes sense.
No, it's tell the truth.
Ah.
He tells the truth
Yep.
quite a lot.
He really does.
Yeah, it's usually in really odd ways. After the credits, there was one final scene in Dead Men Tell No Tales. Who appeared to have returned to Will and Elizabeth's bedroom?
What?
It's a well-known character.
Jack the Monkey.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Nope. Not even
dog.
close.
The dog.
No, not the dog. Davy Jones.
Why is he in their bedroom?
His shadow and his crab claw appeared in the bedroom as Will and Elizabeth slept. Will thought it was a dream, but when he woke, there was a small puddle and some barnacles on the floor.
Dun dun dun.
Or like, squish, squish, squish.
Next question.
After the big battle in At World's End, Will and Elizabeth are standing on a beach,
Yes.
talking. What is Elizabeth wearing? Fashion. Simple answer. Think real simple.
Clothes.
Think a little bit more descriptive than that.
Boots. I have no idea.
A dress. It's This Will has stabbed Davy Jones' heart and is now captain of the Flying Dutchman. He's giving Elizabeth the chest that now has his heart in it, saying it will always belong to her. Aww. Elizabeth is to live on this island so Will can come and see her every 10 years.
Hey, I love you. I'm gonna be gone for 10 years, but live on this tiny secluded island where no one can ever find you.
Good thing you're wearing a dress. That makes you Chart Man. If you were to enter into Jack's way of thinking, just who exactly might Chart Man be?
Hector Barbosa.
Correct.
Hector Barbosa.
7.
He's like, well, I've got the charts. It's like, that makes you Chart Man.
Captain Barbosa, quote, "It's not possible, Jack Sparrow. Not blank." What's the missing word forming part of Jack's sarcastic answer?
Probable.
Not probable. So you now have 8.
Yes, I'm winning. I'm a better pirate.
Quote, "I love those moments. I like to wave at them as they pass by." What type of moment is Jack talking about?
I know this one. Oh, I fucking know this. Oh.
I remember this now.
I do
this
too.
Is fun.
I like those moments. I like to wave them to pass them by. The chance to be a decent human being.
Yes! I'll give it to you.
Yeah?
It's the chance to do the right thing. I'll give it to you. You have 9. This was a dead man's chest when Elizabeth is trying to prove to Jack that somewhere deep inside him, very, very deep, that he is a good man.
He's a pirate.
Jack Sparrow, quote, "You know, for all that pirates are clever called, we are an unimaginative lot when it comes to naming things. Gibbs, like Jack. I once sailed with a geezer, lost both his arms and part of his eye. Gibbs. What did you call him? Jack Sparrow. What did Jack Sparrow call this terribly afflicted man?
Jeff.
Larry.
Larry.
It's not close to Jeff, but it's a normal person name. I love how Jeff's like the most normal person name that you can give us. Jeff. Quote, "You smell funny." Who is this insult of Jack's directed at?
Oh, you smell funny. Oh, who is he talking to?
Here's your hint. It is a person who we were not originally allied with.
Barbosa?
Nope. James Norrington. He says, "You look bloody awful. What are you doing here?" And Norrington says, "You hired me. I can't help it if your standards are lax." And Jack Sparrow said, "You smell funny." All right. Last question.
Bum, bum, bum.
Quote, "Ladies, will you please shut it? Listen to me. Yes, I lied to you. No, I don't love you. Of course it makes you look fat. I've never been to Brussels. It is pronounced egregious. By the way, no, I've never met Pizarro, but I love his pies. And all of this pales in utter insignificance in light of the fact that my ship is once again gone. Savvy. What women does Jack Sparrow make the following confessional speech to?"
I actually know this one because I remember very vividly meeting them in the first movie. Scarlett and Giselle.
Yes, Scarlett and Giselle, and this was from At World's End. I do remember this quote because I thought it was hilarious. So that leaves Josh with, what, 10?
Yeah, 10, 15, 45.
No, it was 10.
45.
We're going to say it's 10, so it's definitely 10. And I got 7. So it's clear that Josh is the winner here. I'm not exactly upset about it because Josh has marathoned these movies a lot closer to now than I have. I haven't seen them in years, so, but now I kind of want to watch it. I hate him. Anyway. Well, this has been FanFriction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more of this kind of content, whether it's trivia or other fun stuff that you want to see from our bedroom, because we don't have a space yet, then please comment on this video, comment on our social media, and also give a listen to our podcast that's coming up this weekend. You guys will hear from us doing some Pirates of the Caribbean fan fiction, and I'm super excited to see what we have in store for that.
Yep. So again, FanFriction on Facebook, Instagram. You can find us on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, probably a myriad of other places. Just drop us a line, say hi, and tune in to Pirates of the Caribbean coming up this weekend.
Awesome sauce. Thanks so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway,